So we are doing our work as a media house. So we are still monitoring what JM is about to tell the world. We are also going to give you that live feed as well. So you should know that if you want to know, you don't have to go anywhere. Just stay here because we have everything sorted for you and them. This is our world. Our world is Flex TV, and we want you to also enjoy that particular information coming from the NDC. Which of the parties did you vote for, though? Tilly, which of the parties did you vote for?
GUM.
Oh, so you are part of the GUM guys?
No, I went to spoil my vote.
You went to spoil it? What do you mean? I don't get it. What
Because I know he will win, but I went to spoil it.
Oh, but it was counted.
Yeah, so
it wasn't spoiled.
Okay, wait.
It is not every vote that should win an election.
Oh, that's true.
As much as it was counted, it wasn't spoiled.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The sport here, the anti-man kind.
Rejected by Rossino.
Tilly, what do you is that a big me? Very come early to Barrage. Rejected by I'm her sport.
Oh, okay.
By in your kind 1 to 19 to 100. So I'm going to kind from 19 to 100. Then I can't run you home. The two trumpets I would watch for 200 there. 20. Alright, so this is Showbiz Daily, and I believe after the hula baloo, after the here and this, we are finally seated, and we are wrapping up the week in a grand style, because tomorrow at Ron's place, we will be doing what we call the victory party. Whether you are an NDC, whether you are an NPP, we want you guys to all come together because Ghana won. As much as I know, we are still living in peace. Whatever is happening, please let's allow the process. Those who would want to go to court, allow them to go to court. Those who are not happy with how the result came, just allow all of them to function. And as they do, we will surely get to a happy ending. I believe we will all be happy at the end of the day. Thanks to Digital Rasta Currency, Richie Flex, Yala PG, Nana Reagan, Intimdo the Solomon, MC Barima, and you being one of our guys there. Keep sharing the link. Tell your people that yes, Sammy Flex and his people, they are once again seated to give you all that you want. And what you want is right here, Showbiz Daily on Sammy Flex TV. Ahead of the program, we will be talking to comedian Efo Red. Efo Red will be joining us. He has a comedy show coming up called The Full Story. We will be talking about that as well, and some other happenings in our comedy industry. This afternoon, someone asked me a question, Tilly. Maybe I can ask you first. But say our comedians are not sometimes smart. When the system was tensed, and I got some releasy comedy name will be normal time much at all never gets a shine.
Okay.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so it depends on how you look at it.
How do you want to look at it?
Okay, I think in large extent I agree with the person, because then that was when they could have seized the moment, because everybody was waiting for some form of distressor.
So if the DK started, they are not crap.
Yeah.
You could be into no way.
No, in fact, use the moment. You can't use any material than the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm sure what Shatawale did, he used the moment.
Yeah, I agree with the person. Like, not that they are not smart. I think they too, they are politically invested in a way. So they were as tense as the normal person should.
No, but that should be the difference between you, the comedian, and us.
Okay, they were not smart.
That should be the difference, because at that time, everybody was just looking for material to feed on.
They were not smart, I guess.
So Shatawale saw the need. He just did something, and it went viral. What were they doing?
Well,
Are they now coming?
They were trolling. Let's see, the comic was trolling.
Trolling who?
Like you see that kind of thing that they don't want to make you know their stance. So omu trolling obiya, that was what they were doing. Like to say.
No, you don't need to troll. Put out the content.
Yeah.
Put out the content. Let's know that you are creating a substance out of the happening.
Exactly.
None of them did that.
Okay. So Nana, you also kind of.
I mean, because this is the time when person committing you. And I make us say DK started, and they are not starting again. I say, alternate John Dumelo issue, and
Yeah. John Dumelo issue.
but I was like, only know to be. I think not Obian Ponsa so you then again it was on Facebook. No, for you post to be on, you know, like how 2012 we call MVP call court. Let's say and I want we must someone tia say any other not or the oye be sir. But uncle, if I'm to be put into visual, so now could be caution will be crime. Said they can shut while the air call viral and can also be air plus more. So they were not smart.
Yeah, but come to think of it, you can't blame them so much. Like someone like Chatawale like this. When it comes to comedy, the way is very subjective. Like humor is very subjective. You will need somebody that's already named personality now one for penasem. Because at this point in time, when people were so upset, people were tense. Common post a one for your grandma for the atomo. Me keka post because they post Coca-Cola because someone to come and insult. So for you to get through it, now I'm sure some of them were just protecting themselves. You know what? Anytime maybe. Because I don't know, you know, he really nailed it.
But Tilly, once again, the comedian should be that guy who can use the situation no matter how you feel. Because if really, like you're saying, the comedian is thinking about insults that he will get from people, then they cannot even stand on the stage. Because once again, anytime they're on the stage, they insult short people. They insult like fat people. So whatever material they use, like they said, comedy is that thing that if it is about you, it is not humoric. It is not humor again. But if it is about someone, you laugh about it.
You are afraid. Have you realized that all the politicians, I mean all the comedians, the big ones, they've had problems with politicians, and they are afraid. And it got to a point where when the politicians came and they wanted to stop comedy crowd completely. Some of them were really broken. So at this point in time, when the whole world or the whole of Ghana was tensed politically, there was no way they were going to try. They came in our hospital, comedy so. Let's say Undu, especially Undu.
Maybe the second coming on to me. Alright, so we've told you that we are still monitoring the JM Speaks. Anytime he mounts the podium to speak, we will make sure we also go to that space for you to listen to, because it is very important we listen to that. As much as we are in Ghana, every information on the election until the parliament will start working, until maybe the president will be sworn in, you should know that every information at this stage is very important. So you know where to go to and where not to go to for your safety's sake. Now my people are here. I know they have some one or two concert for us to do. Still on the elections. I hear says Samini we're congratulating in Crawford. Do you see this to be a heap of relief for Samini?
Yes, it is.
Because Lucia.
Yes. In fact, this win or victory of the MPP, indirectly or directly, in a way, confirms the artist that Samini believes himself to be. That people are trying to write him off in a way. You know, Samini over the time, I'm not for some writing off, no, them rate him, only sad influence, it's like an MPP Lucia, because Samini very crown, do you get it? But now, even though it might not be solely him, Tina MPP for really, you know, in a way, he can stand somewhere and say that next 4 years, woman be contract bill because me can now you get it. Obeti me nya sade on bill. But say people Lucia and then can woman those who come at him say you catch us say we old artist o ka say your boy won say ko endorsement cra partner we those kind of things, those kind of competition that really come out. But now even though it's not the weight is not solely based on him, no. The influence kakra and I pick a contribution abemuna partner we no. Obetini akasa onu crack and one onu creating MPP. You can't come and determine somebody's mind why they voted. But he was part of Obetini aka, and this thing is an endorsement to him himself. He didn't while endorsing party and the party too has endorsed him. Now he's not as influential as people thought he is now.
Because of the endorsement?
Yes, no, as like why endorsement and a party no winning. Now in a way, no, it goes a long way to rebut people that are saying that on we free system. We're free system and the endorsement is a big political party.
But are you sure people will think Samini endorsement Nintina Nana Dovini? Are you sure?
No, but it's a contribution.
Because a whole Lumba has endorsed before Anko.
It's exactly why they will even think that.
They will even think that it's because of Samini's.
No, some of them will. The case I'm trying to make is that he endorsed the party. Now the party winning is a big endorsement to him.
Okay.
To honor Samini.
Party winning in return.
Yes, it's a big endorsement to him because over the time we are trying to Ghanaians or some Ghanaians are trying to rule him out as he's no longer as big and as influential as he was. Now there has been a Lumba who controls all the older people. Why endorsement? That's all no to my no we need that same time or now. Then no bet me say me maybe people are not thinking so no mom winning, but his contribution was known. So baby na party ni winning. Maybe because I'm creating a Batman for you come out for no, but he can still, it's not part of his CV. He can say that even when they said I was at my lowest as an artist, me endorsement of party winning. So it's an endorsement to him. Okay, share Samini video not meeting and not Reagan's opinion on this, and I'm still reminding you that we are waiting for the NDC's Mahama Speaks, and when it happens, we will give you the feed here on Sami Flex TV. It is very important that we know you have to be current with happenings here in Ghana, especially after the electoral process. We all have to follow the process and know what is new. So Richie Flex, director, if you are ready, let's listen to Samini, or let's watch Samini as he talks about the win of the NPP and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Yes. Congratulations, big congratulations to the whole of Ghana for putting Ghana first. Congratulations to everybody that went out to vote. Thank you for putting Ghana first. Thank you for making this a peaceful and transparent election. Thank you for not making it violent. Big up yourselves, every Ghanaian out there. We put Ghana first. That's what we did. Yes, Achisa. Big up yourself, President-elect. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Your Excellency. Big up yourself. Achisa. Yeah, big up everybody that made it possible for the election to be successful. Big up yourself, His Excellency ex-President Mr. Mahama, for also making it peaceful, making it calm. Big up yourself, the opposition party. Big up yourself, NPP. Big up NDC. Big up everybody else that was part of the election. This peace wouldn't have been possible without all of you working together and putting Ghana first. So, all for Ghana. Let's all come together and help Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo continue his next 4 years, and let's all put Ghana first. Let's help him achieve the dreams and aspirations and, all the big plans that he has for the nation. Congratulations to everybody. Big up yourselves. Let's take it easy when we're doing the partying, and let's just not go overboard when we're celebrating to make other people feel away, so that you know what I'm talking about. So when you're celebrating and when you're trying to pick on people, watch your limits so you don't go overboard to start something else that's going to make your Christmas not so exciting. So hey guys, let's get back into the Christmas mood. Let's enjoy ourselves and let's put Ghana first as usual. And yeah, next 4 years it's going to be
If you are a Samini fan, obviously you also be happy, because I was not waiting for Samini to go through another 4 years of humiliation, because if NPP had not win, Samini will be more program. I come on in here. Kakromua.
That is why you cannot take away the fact that when Dossi and so I'm vote to be and I say I bought my party I say football. Most of the time say team and coaches no more technical bench in I will be all forget you. But when you lose coach I'm bound to not blame me in alcohol. So we should give all of them credit. I think so also the contribution in the beating or Kamubi and once a year campaign, platform so year campaign. I told you I can't be there. Obi crash or comment and I said Samini into no go with my NPP.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Entianya I'll be influencing Nipa 1 or 2
exactly. Maybe as I 1 or 2 number ke korano. Maybe I can another anya one touch picture. Maybe as I mean before, no so kakra no nya and a boy. And I would tell you the message here. I said not all congratulating Ghana for and a candidate almost standing in the election, which for me it's really a good thing because at this point, no two for crap say Emma the MPP sympathizers now. When you have victory, no hope junior and Coco TZ will be a hormone na a bad kakra, because they share election more, especially today. Social media is very, very, active. Totally, you can't take cost. But said they all come. Oh, yeah, no, I should be in the baby corner and quite physical. But saying that, say, I'm boring with a pie because before I ever declare election, and NDC sympathize not go easy office. Yeah. And the time I cry on street since I share the cost, and I'm the bomb I say, my you could share on crap with your most movie on a mobile because I'm the pain and the very easy on my band. If you are MVP for no, a cushion on my say, Omuku, having Marble and say, yes, most are Papa Daniel water to. See me, and God being so good now. At the Archie and say we are NDC supporters, MVP supporters, a clash baby, which is very, very good. If we don't know money there, because of peace, I won't mind I can't to a baby, and I will be at the baby. Still, no, and this is on Montiasi. But in the the way will be our comporting on CCR. And you won't say, and you can make us say, even though the leaders of the party are saying, oh, go out, march to this place, where only a press conference here, you to know be in Seattle. So, you must say, Casabia committee.
Okay, so still on the elections, Kwaw Kese has also put out an information, and I'm sure it is related to what Nana Reagan is saying. Minute Nana Reagan bet to us once and Atilia Bomu. Kwaw Kese thinks that say, oh, you're a fan or you're a supporter, say a politician, and you're a supporter than a fan. Or you're a supporter of any of the parties. Na Ubejimia. Oh, lie. Would they tell the kind answer? Director Richie Flex will give us that. Now, you are Nana Reagan. A comment go home. I'll be reading your comments, so get ready. I'm sure the last 2 days we said, man, reading comments 9 point. But today, I'm sure going to read your comments. Get ready and let's do that. Let's watch Kwaw Kese's video. We'll come back to continue with the discussion. Stay on.
Masa, wabu braba newi. Ubanchi ambwa kudu ya fufuru. What is it? Mauko ye mkwasi adina uku uwa. We stupid owu. Stupid owu aye nsumpo. Ja kwasi ade na politician nemba gu abrochire wu ko wu amano kwasi a. Wa wo banche ambra akodu afoforo na gususu na sie wo ban na 4 years wo banche bebo. Ghana for move on. What you say? Man ko ye kwasi ade na wu ko wu stupid owu ko wu aye besro.
Or say stupid Nana only call yarding because Oko Techiman South and then now and this before press conference on we in the as election year my politics grandma is here mediate see me follow va we any be na say we then I'll be
stupid.
So we Nana
Razame said a quacker, men yard. In fact, now this limber star bonk few days to election. Or can say Mitchell or Sanko no nyaya. Anka Parliament pass a law. Say you do election year one. And come out politically the beer family into the country. Oh yeah, candidate, so yeah, mana. I was so year no back na crew. Oh, mama, wa.
In fact, Oko campaign was all do it.
Yes, do it. Omuko na platform. Say, oh, can send beer. Oh, can na me dream because press conference are fitting in the NDC for a year. And the way I'm war drums inside supporters, some marching community. You who you naka? E say dun keti aba boy. E di match anymore. And then they won't say, NDC for when you are break. You see, don't get up and any brother don't do anymore. And so video here, call bonting your mammy be innocent woman be. and no general soldier did you my so free to cross the crap on your all tough from side of Fino. On yet leaders your mocha say being in a bush in you.
Davy.
On money now, I'll reach you. But come no more, you're no crop on here. And some of the shamble folk to pack some baby more, and the Baba be at the end of the day, money above it too. Say the sort that she might start to say,
yeah.
Some boy, I am going to you. And stupid old crab the brass, and every kind of bush and for craft on. Overcome no, among could be a funechi. Because maybe fear me female. Who so we are? One shall where you crying.
Really?
Yes, one shall where you cry. The man said back on Gifuno. Yeah, be see. And no one. I cut away cheap. Because I think that this is not the time. Yeah, you spending time or soon to crop so. You got to about and go for ballot boss and go king and go say. I think that by now, obey to me to the supporters for say. You're too about you and maybe Uncle here. Court war. You're back on court. And as you see, our leaders and they want to tell us that they don't even believe in the court system. Yes, in the court system again, and their supporters have to hit the streets. Or someone from Rancho Monsem, they should march to EC's office and go and do what? At the end of the day, no, then I'll be achieving. You just want say you mbo bitu. Eti me nipa na ya bo ni to no crafo no. So your NDC ni I will blame NDC leaders. So your MVP news I will blame them. Me blame you because say fast akasa na and share team. Hey, be vigilant. Mama protect your then there are security people. No security for no mo call. Ya ansuma mo say o, mo ko dino say obi be fa ballot box on corner mo shoot no. Ya almost some duties need you say almost some be protect say police stations. Yeah. Ama be peaceful. Or you almost so mejuma. Enti agents, party agents no one no mo call no. If that is where their responsibilities, almost some more she say, only security services na come one boom. And almost yes Adam. So you inciting party supporters say, go there, go and do this, go and do that, go and say, no amount 4 to 12. They will not watch those things. I'm not tolerating check. Because video teaching my they ultimately say, commander or someone I'm looking at or Kasama 1 year and the tourist started to 2.
Kaso
yes, Okasa mun this person said then Okasa ya answer na soldier for na clock it 20. Mo ya clock it 20, mo ya clock it 2. Mo ante. Na ebi mu post kra na ebi mu ma warning shot before military gun ka fire Nipa. Because I mean you too your own because at the end of the day the power can politicians here and now MPP number 1 number 2 me say 7 December twe me opa fa fun on also ben kufu abese den on ben one and friend and na so be fa omo I just said 2024 omo after na what's up I say
by this time our political program from now till about ABR 2022 it is hard for you to even get panel members.
Yes. And look, I should be their station.
Yes.
Oh, free.
Yes. Oh, wait. Yes.
And that's our mom.
Yes, they'll come.
So I said, I was also to also to who born who buy me while all life and I shall want Casanca on them. Yes, say corner one car will be to the ball. Yeah, sorry, hey, Juma, hey, yeah, shit TV, you follow the course. Yes, sorry, I have a coach, baby, you have a baby, and you have 2 tear gas, and be back. And you have to be back kind. But to sorry now, you also follow the apostle. As some of the back can be no moon and quiet and farm ranch show some quiet say, yeah, here. And you see me, I'm worried about some and never be an NDC for the shit on party supporters. As a more young Mutima, but say, record of violence. A ban of violence, yeah, Mama Casa no. Several persons say Ghana had a ban of violence MPP for no. Omoyam Kalakra. It's almost the same way talk or support the stream one. And with the kind of press conferences since Monday, cause of baby no Thursday. Yeah, that's so train was about the come for. If you say look at your buy world drums will be so they man the Ghana. You see to statistics here, I be on Obena, c'est private jet view, c'est plane, you know, I tell him, no, now, yeah, you need passport.
Private jet doing ya.
Oh yeah. But bet me your plane. Bet me your plane be not the cop.
Plane the bet me private jet.
When you plane be craft on you bet me your security and taxi be on protection. It will be been drew on the side. Now yen ni hwe kwahwe apart for no. We fourth one. Yen na fe ni military for never be first. It's here na yen to your. That's all go. Stupid over there.
Alright, so Kwaw Kese has given us a special advice, and Nana Reagan has agreed to that particular statement, and he thinks that really and truly the stupid O should be avoided. Now I'm ready to read some of your comments, so get ready, put them through, and let's do it together. And I'm also reminding you that when it is time for JM to speak, we'll be crossing over to that space. We want you guys to also follow what is happening here on the same platform. This is a mature television platform. No shaking for you at all. Just stay put, share the link with your people, drop your comments because I'll be reading them. Tilly, stupid O, One Kwaw,
yeah, I think Nana Reagan has talked about it generally, but I think one line that he said that I will use as my conversation is Ghana has to move on. It's as simple as ABCD. They made that 7th December a holiday. It wasn't even a holiday.
Yeah. They
made it a holiday so that at least people will not be stressed that that's it. Ghana will not be on hold because somebody's father wants to go and sit in parliament or somebody's father wants to be president. That is very narcissistic and selfish. Yes.
Narcissistic.
Yes.
Okay.
For
the among the
chance of Francis.
Among the chance and Brazil. Okay, Tilly Kwaso.
To think that a whole nation will be on hold because you want to be in power. Like, do you understand how selfish that can be? Ghana can't be on pause because you want to be in power, feel like you are in power, and then what will happen? Do you get it? Me, there's no way I will advise any of my family members that if these people go to court and they even win, that we should vote again. I'll let them go and stand in the sun and vote again. Now again. If we ask the Nippon or boy, we ask the Nippon, we just to walk away. Now. So what is the end plan here? The whole world is watching. They are watching us. Whichever thing you people that you have lived outside some and lived in Ghana, the kind of things you say to people that you think or they have primitive mind, like how they absorb it. You know how all of these things they start. So are you saying we the Ghanaian people we shouldn't move on because we did not win? When you were going into competition, they tell you one person will win, one person will not win.
And they sign a peace bond.
And you a part. So what was the use of signing the part if you won't agree anyways? And then Kasa Bariki said, "The war is starting free not." Now sounds for the issue. And they say the war baby, no more. I want to kind as simple as ABC.
I want to the book.
I want to kind for. Do you get it? Ghana will not be on hold even for a day because of you wanting to be in power. Like I don't know how selfish. They don't get how selfish that sounds. How many people voted? If we count the 6 million and the other 6 million, 12 million people should be on hold because a bunch of let's say 1,000 people want to rule the nation. Like I'm just stretching my hands. So they kind of cry. 1,000 people, 12 million should be on hold, or 12 million should be no peace because
they shouldn't
see peace because you people want to rule. What kind of people are you? Ghana cannot be on hold because of you. That's what I want to see.
Alright, so great point there submitted by Tilly Ekuyadipa. Let me read some of your comments. My girl Essie says, "Hey Tilly, Jerry Ashinyo says, see ties, see ties." Jerry says, Tilly. My girl says, "Nana Pa, why are you wearing a mask tonight? You haven't been put on a mask for like months, so why today?" Jerry Ashinyo says, "Tilly is looking digestible." Or saying it says, "Sammy Flex, good evening. I'm watching you live from Kasua, Ashtown." Jerry Ashinyo, please concentrate on the content, please. Neil Lante Okuka says, "After the Soloku yesterday, you have to put on mask because we're for the Samsila Bako Junior says, Odatilamte, hey, a woman they make the papa. Okay. Volket Han says, oh yeah, I voted because of Samini. His endorsement really helped. Richie. Hey, big man, let's say me who watch it. Me too, one can watch it. He says, I think through this endorsement from Samini, he might try to go into politics by standing for a position in parliament. David, won't try. Or NPP might, on the other hand, try to push Samini to stand for a position like Obo. Samini 24 candidate. David, won't try. Onyai.
Oh, when the crew wait now.
No, Onyai. Are you top one?
Mama.
Onyai. Monterey, you can force and kind. I say politics, it's Neil Antobika says, Tilly, you are overcooking. What's that? Okay. Volket Han says, I'll be shocked if Samini doesn't win Song of the Year VGM next year. Oh, that be politics and you need end of the no matter how popular the song will be. Rebel Archie says, after 8 democratic elections in Ghana, if you still want to die for a politician, then I guess you should contact one mile and make use you do juju, give your family some coins. Alright, so to friends of Rebel Ashes, managers, they are planning to come to Ghana this December. So when they touch down, Bianca de Open, Obama de Abromo, Belgium Foba. Volket Han says, do you know something? Those that fight for politicians on the ground snatch ballot boxes are the ones that they do not pay attention to when they are even in the government. And Volket Han says, I like Tilly's English. Now what? That's my girl. Let her say it again, Brasami. Narcissist. Or say can narcissist narcissistic. Okay. Oh, Nana, we they make a Belgium asamina. And not very much JJ shine be pa.
Oh, sir.
You call a very Zero's place. Yeah, we catfish. And a burger beef landing by. Bogani buy Beef Nation. On money fans are Bogani and I'm not having a good bit here. Hey! Very much you did, a very much castle. Very much. Oh, Perry. Now, castle Beef Nation. Oh, Brass, I better dinner for this.
I'm going to check it.
That you have fish in the pen or G numbers you have a quantity or Behuno. Oh,
very much. Hey.
Oh, that is one number.
Barry, you glory, my Barry, you can't do that. Why Junior Glory say? Hey, okay, Beef Nation. Beef Nation. Oh, Charlie. Beef Nation.
I should know smart.
I should know smart too.
I don't only one now. Because anybody won't say.
It's like I met Ben oh Beef Nation or Mama or La Paz and Pay show.
Oh, bro.
Oh my
and your money fans. And what bogas you when or buy and change, you know, or what breaching, no shares, no suing, and I'm the oh, very unhappy.
What I'll show you on, bro.
And so, those sounding to my dog bottles, where
Beef Nation, and then me doing where
company.
Yeah, company.
Pressure. Oh, but very magnetic. Roland or Richie Flex or only none must make. Oh, Richie is that Papa and one can. There is something now. I won't be you.
I won't recast fish. I was in
oh, we know won't be you.
Hey, yes, the boy.
Now with you, man. Be my chief fans now.
Now we will be on common.
That be on common.
Beat the war drums.
Yeah, big notice.
Sorry.
Big notice. Match to class 1.
Very much. Alright, so Rebel Ashes, you'll be expecting in Ghana Also, but ready. Also, also more organization man. I'm sure say you guys should link up with him. Rebel Watcher said,
I'm sending a message.
I see this beard in very mass mind. About him and another question, another ring, guys, I'm sure we are wrapping up. Is there anything else here?
Yeah, if you're Schwarzenegger, why your video say Magana for MV, Mesgo, na Mesgo, Pekwan obedidi.
That's some name saying, and I'm also the story war, flexxnewspaper.com. And Nancy Obika, I said, Nibi so baby. What a kind?
Casalutre. Funny face.
Yes, some yes, I am on the DD. And a fish I think I can my jetty. Yes, when you get my jet, it means if no if you are around. Oh, yeah. And I said, I'm a catcher. Yeah, oh, yeah. So, the video, you're trying to briefly now. Yeah, wrap it up. Mama, Casa is still. Oh, Mama, watch you. Okay, I say 8, 9, 3, still. Okay, well, the extra Sabi finally now, you're a forward. You're making a full story, you know. Son, I said, Mahama Becca sat 10, I bet to sister. What if you're now, you get discussion, a crab your home. But me, I still think it is true. Omo me loud on social media and sing the no my dear to no. Omo the blackmail a month for baby, but we have no idea. Omo yes animal the blackmail a month for baby. But I feel more young to. Yes, Sherry, na eba beka ho asem.
Congratulations to all Ghanaians indeed. Ghana ena. Congratulations to all Ghanaians indeed. Ghana ena winning. Now, as same way they are very, very important. NPP4, me do nyame on hata stropa chow. Dear Miss Baby, Abunyano, Miss Ramoate, Miss Ramo, all marry. Now, opeso or dimudin cosesiska. Because they say, oh, nya will be a black man in him. Asa. And Miss Ramo, dear Miss Baby, Amu be a fino. Modemon kind of pet, yawu. Mama the choir of us where did this aha and 2 years you betro be a one trop 1 year you also where we need be a yoyate and Madame James I won't go piano and I'll so and few of any papacy. The Miss will be BNP before me Jinamo Mamu Fino Miss Mobia so a come strategy or debate aha Timamos.
Okay, in the sea, I know your humo. Munina, Mutu, Dahon, Kakran. What if Schwarzenegger is saying? It is very true. And some too, especially the female celebrities, not Omuba online. Now, so my mobile as a Ghana, and no Guamuso, Ghana in there, Boamona. Omo didi papa. Number for sympathy, a present donation on your mom. And yes, it's sympathy donation kitwa. Now, you're up here, and then I become.
That's a very news to someone.
Hey, yes, Mahama. Obi say, Brasa me they are live now. I'm saying Mahama Yaba. Oh, okay. And now the Kasai. Feeding there, it has been on since.
Yeah. But they're new to me. Because he said sometimes that is how come I am. Oh, yeah. And channel person will play victims card view or public. Said they will assembly. Okay, I said 2016. Ms. Obahas, the cast MPP for Bonifia Bono. No,
yes. Nana, you are right. Sunday money being a judge, I think I'm mess up.
And of course, Uncle Best at here. Since there's a tension there, we're holding to know what to know. Uncle MPP for not because definitely when you support the Simba Marco, young. So, see, we'll lose. No, I found I know I found almost on baboon. I'm not even safe. I'm this, I'm that. I'm a yes in my bread. Not Sikaneba. Say that Mahama Honda and Mobama friend. Oh, I'm a peck of crown.
Okay, Nana, Yanko, quick. Matisse, NDC flag bearer, John Dramani Mahama Okasa. It's Yanko straight now. You're ready, bit me at all. We'll be right back. Stay on, be part of the conversation everywhere you go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Fellow Ghanaians, my brothers and sisters, allow me to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to you for your tremendous support, which you expressed overwhelmingly and convincingly at the polls. There's no doubt that Ghanaians from every region of this great nation of ours voted for change. And we did so in both the presidential and parliamentary elections. I'm a staunch believer in the experiment of democracy, the system of governance that allows the ultimate decision-making power to rest in the hands of you, the good people of Ghana. We, the people, who, with an eye towards the future we would like for our dear country, elect representatives to go forward and realize that vision. Government serves at the choice, direction, and pleasure of the people of this great nation. And I have had the honor and privilege to at the end of my first full term as president, I ran for re-election as an incumbent candidate. I respected the will of the people. I conceded, I stepped aside, and I set in motion a peaceful transfer of power because I understood that it was the will of the people. And if we are to progress as a nation, if we are to live up to the inheritance of our history, one for which people have paid the ultimate price, the sacred verdict of the people must be respected. It must be protected. It has been my pledge throughout my time of service as a representative to the good people of Ghana to do exactly that. And that is why I stand before you tonight, unwilling to accept the fictionalized results of a flawed election. My brothers and sisters, it is important to remember that the government that is in power controls all of the state resources and oversees all of the state's institutions. The line he treads between his loyalty to the power that is held by the people and by his own desire to hold on to power can be a very thin one indeed. We went into the 2020 presidential and parliamentary elections with assurances from the Electoral Commission and the relevant state actors that it will be conducted in an atmosphere free from fear and that it will be fair, transparent, and credible. Unfortunately, that has not been the case. What we witnessed across the country from Monday, 7th December 2020, exposed a deliberate plan to manipulate and predetermine the results of the election in favor of the incumbent candidate, Nana Akufo-Addo, who, as so happens, controls all of the state resources and oversees the state institutions. Despite all of the ruling party's inducements, use of monetary enticements, and other such schemes on a scale never before seen in the history of this country, the good people of this country understood what was at stake. And it was clear as the results of the votes that were legally cast that the National Democratic Congress won the presidential and parliamentary elections. No amount of trickery, sleight of hand, or obfuscation will erase that reality. I'm extremely proud of our parliamentary candidates who have earned for themselves the title of giant elephant killers. We went into the parliamentary elections with a deficit of 63 seats. We made up for our 2016 losses, and we're now set to become the majority in parliament. This historic feat, after only one term, demonstrates the strength of our great party and the strength of the mandate given to us by the good people of Ghana to lead. In respect of the presidential elections, the facts and figures available to us from pink sheets and other evidence that has unfolded across the country indicate that numerous steps have been taken to manipulate the results of the election in favor of the incumbent. This calls into question the credibility of one of our most important institutional pillars of democracy, the Electoral Commission. It is now obvious to many objective minds that the Commission and its chairperson have been used to manipulate results from the various constituencies, and in that process seek to subvert the sovereign will of the Ghanaian people. My brothers and sisters, one matter requires special mention. The use of the military in this election is unprecedented in our history. Armed forces featured heavily as an intimidating measure to reverse election results, and they continue to be used in the same intimidating role to insist on recounts in areas in which the incumbent has lost, while arm twisting election officers during these supposed recounts. We will not accept anything short of a declaration of the legitimate results. I said we will not accept anything short of a declaration of the legitimate results which point to an NDC parliamentary majority. My brothers and sisters, advisedly since the inception of the Fourth Republic, final election results have always been declared within a 72-hour period to allow for thorough and diligent collation. Surprisingly, this Electoral Commission chairperson announced quite suspiciously, and for reasons known to her, a hurried 24-hour deadline, which, as we all know, could not and would not be met. The chairperson of the EC, in less than 24 hours after her declaration, has admitted that she made unacceptable errors which go to the heart of the entire electoral process and cast deep doubt on the credibility of the announced outcome. The Electoral Commission of Ghana has never brought its credibility to this historic low at such a crucial moment of election results declaration. In fact, the litany of irregularities and blatant attempts at rigging for a candidate is obvious and most embarrassing. Ghana has come too far in our democracy, in our transparency, and in our well-earned international reputation for free and fair and non-violent elections to find ourselves here, where we are in respect of this election. As has been announced by my party, the National Democratic Congress, we are unable to accept the outcome of the election as declared by the Electoral Commission chairperson, Mrs. June Mensah. These results are flawed and discredited. When it comes to the parliamentary election, the NDC won a working majority of 140 seats. What has happened since the election has been a deliberate attempt targeting 5 constituencies of the 140 to steal and thus subvert the people's verdict. A closer look and detailed examination of the constituency-specific facts cast very dark clouds on our democracy. And allow me to speak in specifics so our claims are well known. In Sechuyoso, the results were declared without the content of one ballot box being counted. The parties had agreed that an issue of alleged overvoting should be referred to the collation center to be resolved. That ballot box mysteriously disappeared en route to the collation center. Nevertheless, results were declared in favor of the NPP candidate. In Upper Junction West, the EC official deferred the declaration of the results because of alleged death threats. The results favor the NDC candidate, as has been confirmed earlier today. In Senate West, a ballot box was snatched and the culprit was apprehended. The seal of the NPP must have become dislodged in the ensuing scuffle with the culprit. That of the NDC and the Electoral Commission remained intact. However, NPP would not allow the contents of the ballot box to be counted and added to the lot because it would obviously favor the NDC. In Techiman South, the NDC won quite clearly, but for whatever unknown reasons, the military was invited. In the ensuing melee, 2 people were shot and killed by the military. 8 persons were injured and hospitalized. A 3rd person, who was one of those hospitalized from gunshot injuries, has now been pronounced dead. These are three Ghanaians who wanted nothing more than for their country to fulfill its promise of democracy and ended up losing their lives at the hands of the military that is meant to safeguard their rights as citizens. They include Abdallah Ayarik, 18 years of age only, and Tajuddin Al-Hassan, 39 years of age. The results have allegedly been strangely declared for the MPP, even though the EC chair claims to have left Techiman South out of her declaration. After an audit and review of our pink sheets, and I wish to announce that we have all our pink sheets signed. After an audit and review of our pink sheets for Techiman South, we can confirm to you, ladies and gentlemen, that the NDC won the parliamentary seat as follows. NDC secured 50,417 votes, and NPP secured 49,825 votes. In the Eastern region, the results in the presidential elections, which were collated and signed by all the parties, were not the same ones that were transmitted from the Regional Electoral Commission offices to Accra. The padded figures have since been exposed. The Ashanti region provides fundamental problems that require further investigation and a full electoral forensic audit. Evidence gathered across board shows that the aggregates on the summary sheets of some constituencies do not reflect the individual results on the polling station pink sheets. You may also recall that prior to the election day, December 7th, there were many incidences where ballot papers printed in favor of candidate Nana Akufo-Addo were found at various locations. In Bantama, for instance, it was noticed that the portion of the pink sheets reserved for recording the number of persons biometrically verified had not been filled on a large number of the pink sheets. When our agent requested for the biometric machine to confirm the recorded results, they were denied access, with the explanation that they were recorded in a book, to which they were also denied access. My brothers and sisters, these are serious issues, ones that attack the very foundation of our democracy and our rights as citizens of this sovereign nation to elect our representatives and to have a say in who leads our government. It may interest you to know that since the inception of the Fourth Republic, agents of political parties represented in the collation room go through an agreed, settled procedure by which a declaration of final results are made. This involves the production of constituency by constituency results, which are then scrutinized by the agents, and after their consent, the said results are announced. Unfortunately, this time round, under this electoral commissioner, Jean Mensah, a different system was adopted, one in which bulk regional results were provided without supportive pink sheet data by which agents could validate the accuracy of the results. Consequently, not a single pink sheet from the constituencies supporting the bulk regional collation was provided. This is in direct violation of Regulation 3 and 44 of the Public Elections Regulation 2020 CI 127. Little wonder that the chairperson managed to obtain a cumulative figure of more than 100%. Of more than 100% in her declaration. On account of this, my party is confident that what has happened is a violation of the law. It is a violation of due process and therefore tantamount to an illegality. It is also a violation of an understanding we hold dear in this country. The understanding that this is not a dictatorship or a monarchy run by a single family for the benefit of a family. Ghana belongs to the people of Ghana. All of the people of Ghana. Would like to urge you, the media, civil society, and all election observers, to be resolute and present a fair and accurate account of what has transpired over this period. We request of the international community to remain engaged in what is happening in Ghana and take careful note of the current threat that is being waged on our democracy, our freedom, and our way of life. To all the NDC members and those who voted for us, I appeal to you not to be intimidated or cowed to submit to a dishonest process in the face of overwhelming evidence that supports the justness of our cause. I extend my deepest condolences to the families of all who were killed simply because they were determined to protect their votes from those whose thirst for power outweighs their love for our country. And so let us all at this point rise and observe a minute's silence in their honor. May their souls rest in perfect peace. My brothers and sisters, I know dark moments like these can make us question our resolve and confidence in the promise and potential of Ghana and our democracy and its institutions. But I choose to be a determined optimist based on my personal articles of faith formed by long service to my country, including service in the high office of president. I urge you all to keep your confidence in Ghana and keep betting on the success of our democracy. This is a test of our ability within this democratic system to rise to the occasion and seek redress, to right all wrongs, to seek justice, to make every vote count, and to respect the sovereign will of the people. And let us not fail this test. Let history look back and be proud of how we united and stood up to fight for the people's fundamental rights to freely elect their leaders, devoid of crude political manipulation. And it is for this reason that my colleagues and I in the NDC will not accept what we know to be a fraudulent outcome of these elections. And we will take all legitimate steps to reverse this travesty of justice. Finally, let me assure our teeming supporters and the millions of Ghanaians who voted for change, the change which has been stolen in a real stolen verdict, that we're beefing up capacity in the constituencies where the ruling MPP is seeking to overturn our parliamentary victories already chalked. We're also deploying additional crack teams of lawyers and senior party officials to support these constituencies that are under siege. Also, in order not to leave any further infractions unaccounted for, the NDC will continue its meticulous audit of all the presidential pink sheets to ensure that the verdict of the people is upheld. These steps will surely lead to our next line of actions within the constraints of our democratic governance process, and all legitimate options are on the table.
All right, so back from the press conference of the NDC where JM is still talking, we have our own business here to close the day with. That's why we've come back. At least we know what has been said. John Mahama is obvious. It's wrapping up very, very soon. And Nana, to see, I bet you make say or say results no more into. So I will. And I said,
so I guess he's saying for the sake of democracy. I saw a story on CCTV online as I was coming. Say he used certain
fictional.
Yes.
No, but later some the car said we are not accepting anything except the legitimate result too.
Yes. And I said to no, he's first of all conceding, and then he has to do the right thing, going to court. So I mean, if he's not happy about any election, it's even in US, Trump is trying to go to court. So it's not surprising. What am I saying? So we are happy that the two leaders have shown maturity. We hope that it will transcend into the followers, and also going forward, Ghana can become one again, and then we can pick up where we left off and build our country to where it has to go.
Okay, Ru, Sana also tells here. Is that how you understood it?
Exactly. One said this. And yet, first time will be a complaint. A candidate has complained of election malpractices. 2012, the opposite fan said the opposite party complaining. I say almost we are regular. I'm on court. So definitely that is the right way to go. And you know, Ghana cannot be on a standstill just because you want to go to parliament or because you want to rule Ghana. Definitely, that is why we have state institutions who will hear your case, who will listen to you, and also investigate for you, and if possible, give you what you want or what they think is right for the country. So, if you have any concerns, just like he said, court is the only way he should go. And we hope this will go down, like Nanaya said, into the followers, because yes, the leaders are saying this, but if the message doesn't go downward to the followers, they might also be thinking a different way. So we hope this message will go down to the followers, that they should also calm down and reason with what the leader is saying and use the legal tool.
Alright, so for information, Mahama has officially ended his speech as well. So it is right for us to continue with what we are doing here. We have a comedy show to talk about. So comedian Efo Red is here with us. Efo, but how did you also understand John Dramani Mahama's speech? How did you understand it?
Well, I'm not a politics person, but I think he has shown maturity by accepting defeat. But he said he's not accepting the results the EC declared because it was fraudulent. That is what he's trying to say. But he accepts that he lost, but he doesn't accept the results the EC projected.